Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another wonderful, exciting episode of
Tunesday.
Tunesday, the day we build music from scratch. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, boys and girls, welcome, Hef. Everything is working fine here. Sounds good. Happy to hear it. I just do a quick check in my meters, and also appreciate having you to confirm it. God knows, I think I started one Tuesday where I was muted for like the first 30 minutes of it until someone came in and was like, "Oh, you're muted." And I was like, "Fuck, I've been talking. Oh man." And then I had to explain everything. Terrible. Anyway, that's not now. This is now. And now we are doing a chiptune song. Because I haven't done chiptune in a while. I feel like that's the driving factor for almost every Tuesday style choice. I love saying people are muted too. Yeah. Oh, and like trolling them when they're not. Yeah, that's a fun game. You can really get in the minds of some, not that you should do this, but of smaller streamers. Because if they don't get a lot of people in their chat and then they tell them that they're muted right when they come in, then it's a mind game. Anyway, don't do that. It's mean. But chiptune core when? What makes it core? What do I have to do because I'm doing chiptune? It just has to be like hardcore. It makes it core, like a chiptune metal sort of thing. Why do I keep playing this like it's gonna make noise? I haven't even selected anything yet. That is something I haven't done in a while as well. But I don't really want to play guitar right now. I don't have my stuff set up for guitar, so I don't think I can do that. Does chiptune core actually exist? I don't know. But I just assume that if core is at the end of it, it's kind of like a metal hybrid of it. What's going on, Pun? Harmonica stream. I don't have a harmonica, believe it or not. I don't have a lot of other weirder instruments. I do have this, though I did a stream once where I used only this thing, the Korg Monotron Duo. Really dusty right now because I haven't used it in a while. It's very, very difficult to use. It's a neat little like extra flashy thing for like a solo or something, which is why I added this little like Velcro thing, and I strap it right there to my piano because that was something I could do at live shows where I plug it in, and then in the middle of like a piano part, I could do like a bass with one hand, and then I could just kind of. You don't even need to do anything in that. You just kind of like move your hand around and twist a knob or something, and you can make some neat noises, which can work for a solo or something. But making a whole song out of that, I did it once a long, long time ago, and it was very difficult. It does sound very chiptuney because it's an analog synth. So, but we're not gonna do that today. We're gonna stick to the chiptune stuff I got here. I'm gonna start with Coin Op just because it is my favorite. Coin Op Pulse is just the classic chiptune sound. Let me turn this down real quick. Okay, I don't know how loud it's gonna be. I love harps. I'm oddly good at them. I jammed with a real band once, and they invited me up on stage to jam. Was one time, was the one time in Limelight. That's pretty awesome. I was watching a buddy play with synth program the other day. He basically got it to make a full D&B beat. There's a streamer that who does the most. The streamer that I'm most impressed with. I just want to see if he's live because he's live at random times. He's not live right now. What's his name? It's called J Nothing, I believe. Is this? There might be some numbers in there. I can't remember. I'm terrible at remembering people's specific Twitch names, but He does these. He does all synths and patch bays but with a program. But like he does it all improv, and he'll just like do a long stream with 3 hours of just like this like droning ambient synth stuff that sometimes he'll turn into like I don't want to say D&B, but he'll add weird beats in. He basically does like a whole 3 hour Tuesday. Anytime he streams. Because his stuff just keeps going and going and going, which would be an interesting way to write a Tuesday, right? Where I just hit play and we just keep building on it, and I never stop it. But I don't think I don't know. I'm not good enough. I don't have the programs he does. I don't have the skills and the understanding of his loops and his arps and his all that. So I ain't gonna step on those toes. He's dominating. So for chiptune right now, what I want to try to do is let's try to just come up with a chord progression. Like maybe 4 chords. I'd like more than 3 at the very least. I gotta make sure I don't roll over a dog tail. Hang on. Does pedal work with this thing? It does. That's nice. So let's see how. I mean that is 4, but they're very lazy 4. Just a suspension. Hang on a minute. I can turn my stuff up. It's getting very loud out my window. I don't know if I want to go that low. Well, no, screw it. I like it. I'm trying to think. I'm like, I'm not leaving room for the bass, but fuck it. If it just sounds good, let's lean into it, you know? Let the ears guide. Maybe I can do some weird rhythm between these. No, that's not very good. I'm not digging that part. Okay, give me a sec. Slower. Just snapshot that. That almost reminded me of rhythm and music in Zelda Breath of the Wild for some reason. I am. Could be. Okay, let's quantize these. Let's do this for right now. Scooch it over here and loop it. For right now, let's just copy and paste and do no. I mean it's fun to put a no. It's not gonna work. I don't even think that sounds very good. I need to fix this a little bit. It's I don't like that transition necessarily, but I kind of want more than just these two because I could go back and forth, right? But let's see if we can go 4. So if we went you could do that. It's not very original because we're just going down chords, you know. Like, or going on the scale, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Could go back up again then. Still not the most original thing. But I also don't need to kill myself over it being the most original thing in the world, you know? Everything's been written before. You just gotta put your flavor on it. Let's speed this up a little bit more. What if you make it progressively faster on the intro and the song starts from there? I'm not sure how fast I want it yet. I don't even know that I like this yet. So, well, I keep that in mind, depending on how fast we end up keeping it. Trying to just make this part a little bit better. I mean, this is like the melody, I guess, or like it's the top note, so you're hearing a lot. It's chromatic, so that's why it sounds kind of out of place. You know, I'm gonna go to, hang on, pop that out. Go to small cam. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing worth seeing. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong way, actually. Hang on. Got it. That sounds pretty cool, right? The reason I feel like it works so well is because, so we're going up to this A, right? It's just an A major. But then we fall into this F sharp minor, but with a seventh, which is just the A major, but with an F sharp on the bottom. So it's almost the same chord entirely. And now, okay, so now we gotta figure out where we want to go from here. Hang on. Hang on, man. Do I just... let's undo that real quick. Like give it a tempo difference around 20 BPM. The song increases. I'll give it a try. Think of that song that has the horns at the beginning. It opens up with "Let's Go." I don't know if I know what you're talking about. That's too low. What am I hearing in my head? That's just... I'm like, I want to try to do 4 different chords. That's just the same chord again back. Hang on. I have an idea. No, okay, hang on. Undo a couple of these. Get back to this thing, hang on. These, okay. kind of like that. Now I don't. That's too short, so that's why I copy and pasted it. But let's add like a little variety to this second one, or change at least the way it ends here, maybe. And then this is, I think, a decent enough loop to start building more instruments off of, right? Because then the whole loop is 15 seconds, right? So we could loop that at least like 4 times. We can start adding, a beat, a bass, some pads, some filler. Could also experiment with weird stuff like this. We'll see if this is a little too much, but... That's trippy. Oh, that's terrible. Sure how you feel about it. I think the biggest use could be like a tiny bit of atmosphere. So like if I did this effect, I just turn it down a lot. Like that, right? I kind of like this. I think that effect might work better for the bass. I disagree because the bass can't. I don't think the bass could use any sort of delay. It's going to get too muddy in the low end. You usually want to have your bass be like pretty clean, because a lot of effects, or a lot of like these sort of effects, will create a lot of overtones, low end overtones that'll just kind of muddy the mix a little bit. So. Yeah, I'm probably not going to use it on the bass. Speaking of the bass, let's add one. Triangle one. Yeah, no worries. For a lot of old NES stuff, they use the good old triangle wave to create their bass sounds, right, like this. So we might use this, a nice low sine wave is, I would still consider that like, chiptune, right? Because they could make all the basic waveforms on the NES, right? Your sine waves, your triangle waves, your saw waves, your square waves. That was kind of the only thing they could make, which is why all the music sounds like that. So let's see. What I would want something a little bit more interesting, like... Oh, okay, fine. Just kill my buzz here, Loop. Mr. Loop. Actually, before I do this, let's add some real simple stuff, like a kick or something, or a snare, right? The snare's like... They'll say pretty consistent, right? Put it on 2 and 4. Let's, oh, hang on. I have no idea how loud this thing is. Let's turn it down. I know there's some good snares in here. Hang on a minute. Okay, let me turn it up a little bit more. So I've used this one a lot, but it is the best one, I swear. 2 and 4. Let's, I'm going to need a little more control over these, so I want to separate them out. Snare. I mean, technically, if we were going like hardcore chiptune rules, oh, there's no EQ, there aren't delays like that and all that, but sometimes I care that much, and sometimes I don't care. Found it. We talked about this in a song before. Jerk It Out. Oh yeah, I know that. Well, I guess yeah, Jerk It Out by Caesars. Yes. Okay. Wait, didn't you describe it as a song with horns in it or something? Are there horns in that song? There's that like organ thing. I don't remember there being horns. It's a synth horn, I thought. I don't know. I think it's it is, well, I don't think it's supposed to be a horn, but I think it's like an organ. Like let's see if I can make it really quickly. But it's like blown out, like with a distortion too. It would be fun to make that sound, actually. Hell, if I could, I'd definitely save it. I bet there's tutorials online on YouTube. I guarantee there are. Sort of like that, right? I don't know what the chords are. So something like that. I can't remember how it goes. But that's pretty much the sound. Or pretty similar to it. I just threw that together in 2 seconds, so I know it sounds probably a bit different, but it's basically that. That is, I should do that sometime. Go back and like try to remake some of my like the sounds of songs that I just love so much, like that. Like, man, that's such a good sound. That crunchy, gross, distorted organ. It's a good song. Yo, Fonz, welcome back. Chiptune to spooky organ song, yeah. I feel like I've been using the organ so much recently. I do it in a lot of stuff. What is it? September 12th. I got progress yesterday on one of the songs for the new album. I did all the vocals. Man, I was like, oh, I'll just knock these out real quick. It'll just take a couple hours. The main vocals did take just 2 hours, but then to do the harmony and then go back and remix them a little bit better. And then I felt like I needed to also add an octave. In total, there's like so many vocals, but it took like 6 hours. And I want to do more tomorrow, so no singing today. Got the rest of the voice. Okay. We got individual control, all right? So we can turn the snare down because it's a little loud right now. Let's just duplicate this right away. And let's name this the kick and that. And we'll give them the EQs they need, they deserve. That's for the kick, and then the hat gets Mr. Hat. I guess I'm going to just do the hat right away, too, because that's just like, I can just do some like steady ticks or something. That could work. I like the glitch hat. Okay, let's just loop this. Just keep it basic for right now. It's got a good thumpy one. This is where I might break too from this, because I don't think these chiptune kicks are the best. Yeah. Oh, this one's not bad. I'm trying to think if I want to actually mix up the snare. Nah, that's too weird. Do a reggaeton beat? Yeah, changed my mind pretty quick on that. I think I'm thinking too much. Let's keep it really simple for right now. Give me this much. Consolidate. Loop. This is not really a reggaeton. Not anymore. It would have been if I would have done some weird stuff with that snare. But I gave up. It could have been. It could have, would have. Kind of like offbeat hit. But no, I'm sticking to just straight 2/4 with my snare. Okay, so let's look at these together, please. Because then it feels like this should be there then. I don't want to do that. You can get away with that. Do the Strokes chiptune? That would be pretty cool. That is a good idea. There's actually, funny enough, a song I've been sitting on for now, I swear, 6 or 7 years. That I think sounds awesome. Very Strokes style. It has a vocal melody, but it doesn't have any lyrics yet, but the entire instrumentation is done. And I spent a lot of time on it, and I always felt like the guitar didn't sound like sharp enough, is I guess the best way to describe it. When I recorded it, I was just like, man, when the Strokes do it, it's just so like, I don't know, crunchy and sharp and crisp. It sounds so good. Sometimes, some of them. I guess I was listening to like newer Strokes because I know their old stuff sounds old, but it's in a good way. Anyway, the way my solution to that was I actually tracked out my entire guitar part using this exact, or the poly one, this one, because it's got that sharp crunch, and I just like killed all the low end and just adjust the highs on it, and then like put it in the background behind my guitar, so that way, like, if I say that and you're listening to it, you'll probably hear it. But if I didn't tell you it was there, you might just be like, that's some crunchy guitar, because I was trying to hide it just right behind it, just to add some like, because guitar, it just like falls off around the 10K, and it's just like, and that's fine. That's the normal threshold. But when I don't know, when you wanted that extra oomph to kick someone in the face, which this song was like intense, and I wanted that. That was my solution. So it works. I recommend that. I anytime you get a guitar and it just doesn't feel crunchy enough or sharp enough, just play what you're doing on a chiptune track or something that's got a nice good saw. Rich highs like this. These sexy, delicious highs there. Actually, speaking of which, we probably don't even want the low end that much. I'm gonna add a bass later. Kind of just mud down there. Actually, what if I did? Whatever. I don't think it matters. Okay. I'm liking this. Go back into this. I'm trying to think if I want to do this more like this. Hang on. Let's delete all of this. What'd you do here? Hang on. Okay. So let's keep that, but let's put this one back to this. Oops. Maybe this is the one variety. No. I'm overthinking it again. Yeah, and then this is our one little variety. I'd asked my buddy what software he was playing with. Bitwig Studio was new to me. I've heard of it. I think someone's asked me in here my opinion of that. And I mean, Ableton doesn't pay me or sponsor me, but like Ableton's still by far my favorite. And I have used I started with GarageBand. When I felt limitations in GarageBand, I moved on to Logic Pro. That was the next logical step. When I was in school, I had to learn, what was it called? It sucked total dick. Nobody uses it anymore. Digital Performer. Not Pro Tool, no. I never learned Pro Tool. I had no interest. I did work with a producer who used Pro Tool, so I watched him do it. But by that point, I was already like deep into Logic, and I was like, Logic can do all this. Doesn't matter. Digital Performer, I think. Is that what it was called? Yep. Mo 2, Digital Performer. I don't recommend it. Here it is on here. Ooh, look, it looks just like Ableton and everything, right? Yeah. It's oh, you got Melodyne included? Okay, they got a little bit of a plus if they have Melodyne included with it. I mean, you could just buy Melodyne on its own. So you don't really you don't need to have a Digital Performer just to use it, but it would be cool. Unless they're just like lying here. I would assume this comes with it, right? Or you're not just advertising someone else's product on your page where you could be showing off your awesome DAW, which actually isn't really that awesome. You can do a lot. This would be great for maybe like film scoring, I think. If you're working with something that has like serious surround sound, then I just say that just because I know how to do that with this. Whereas Ableton, I don't really know how to do that in Ableton. Maybe Ableton can do it, but I don't think Ableton's designed for that. So, and I'm not really making that kind of music, right? I think this would be more for if you're doing like a film score. This might be the product you want to do and use. But I'm not really doing that. We're doing Ableton and that's the thing. I ended up switching to Ableton because I didn't want to keep doing Logic and get stuck with Mac because Logic is Mac only, right? So I was switching to PC, obviously to get a better gaming computer. But then I was like, you can still build a beefy PC that can do a lot of stuff. So I was like, well, I need to find a better software. Ableton was both Mac and PC compatible, and everyone talked about it. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. And I don't know. I literally have not had a reason to go anywhere else. The other ones, I always had a reason, right? I needed to move out of GarageBand because I needed more stuff, more functionality. I needed to move off of Logic because I wasn't going to be on Apple only. I needed to move away from Digital Performer because it sucked. And then since I've gone to Ableton, there literally hasn't been a reason for me to try anything else. That's why I wish Ableton could sponsor me, but that's just, they don't need to. I'm still going to praise their product because it's the one DAW that's just kept me and never given me a reason to need to find something else other than like occasionally opening Audacity and using some of the nice, Audacity still has some great free effects. The noise cancellation in Audacity is fantastic. No external plugins needed. It's just built in with it. So I'll do that. But like in terms of actually recording and producing music, it's Ableton, I guess. He had many modules connected through the pipe wire or something. He uses Linux, nerd. I think that's how I know it. It's because I don't think there's Ableton for Linux. And someone was like, "Oh yeah, I have to use Bitwig. It's the best Linux DAW apparently." But that's the thing. It's like, okay, well, I mean, if you want to put yourself in that box of only using Linux, go for it. You can do it. Your life's going to be harder. Your digital life is going to be a little harder, I think. But you can do it. I have a dual boot to Linux. That's the way to do it. Just like fitty it. Fun to play around, and I can do most things that I can on PC. That's a good selling point. Linux, do most of the things you can do on every other computer. Okay. We got some nice drums. These are cool. I could go back to this idea of this being the bass. I like the fifth way more. We're going to plead the fifth. Actually, here's what I want to do, too. I think I can just do this. me all of this. Copy that. Put it here. Not a huge chiptune fan, but I could see this in a nice side scroller or something you'd walk in, almost like a Pokemon Overworld theme. Yeah, that's how I'm kind of hearing it now too. Stretch these out, maybe. Let's just keep it simple. What if this is going to be too muddy, right? Yeah, we don't even hear it. I'm tempted to see how much this might blow it out. Let's copy the bass. I'm going to call this one bass sub, because this is going to be, if we're doing cute little Pokemon Overworld, we're dropping the bass hard on this place, I don't know, this might be too intense, what I'm trying to say. Let's see here. It has a NES Sunny Deep Sea fishing game feel to it. Blue Marlin. I've never heard that soundtrack. Hey, no worries. The whole reason of me streaming is for y'all to chat as well, so nobody needs to feel like they need to quiet to let me work. I mean, look at how much we got. We're less than an hour in. I got some drums, a bass, chords. The last thing I really need to add to this would be like a melody, and then we can move on to the second part. Okay, hang on. Too crunchy. We're not doing that. We're going to bass, subsine, boom. Both y'all gotta consolidate and loop. That's too much bass, I think. I like it simpler. Okay. Now we get this. Let's think about this. Do we want to keep the hat this simple? Gonna mix up the hat a little bit more here. High notes cleaner, maybe. Definitely. Oh, here's something we can do too. It's probably going to stay like this. But this is what we'll do to create a variety with the melody, right? And to make it stand out, is we're going to still use this same poly one right here, but we can experiment right now with some other pulse widths. So this is what it sounds like now, of course. But what if we did a different one? So the chords could change, but the melody could also change. They'll be different, is what I'm saying, as far as which one does which. I don't know. Here's another one. You hear it just kind of changes the mood of the song a bit, right? This one's kind of nice. Ooh, wait, how is that? Oh, it's less crunchy. I like this one a lot. I'm gonna keep it on 4 for a little bit. I kind of like this. Actually, I didn't need to make the hi-hat this long, but it's good. I like the little variety I added to it. I'm gonna turn it down just a pinch, though. Okay, now how are we gonna start this whole thing again? I could do. Let's hold off on the bass for a little bit. No. It doesn't make sense to hang on, for it to come in earlier when you don't hear the kick. Unless I bring in the kick like it's a... Oh wait, that's not the kick. Let's tentatively do this. I think a pad could still go in here as well, but I'm going to worry about that later. Let's add our melody. We're going to do pulse mono, because we only need one note for this guy. And if it's mono, we can make it kind of slide between it too if we really want. I'll just call this lead. And I guess this can stay on 1 because we're using 4 for the other one. Snapshot all that? I was just making that shit up, but actually kind of sounded good. Gotta tighten it up a little bit. Hang on. If we do this, is that gonna fuck with anybody? Keep them shorter. I feel like it already needs to change chords here, maybe. Good news is I think it'll change really easily. Does this need to be higher up? Let's try a couple of things. Change the pulse width first. Oh, that does sound kind of cool. If I do that, I feel like I need some delay on it. Or a reverb too, maybe. This might be overkill. Let's do just church. Is it better an octave up? No. Let's try to actually change it here. I'm gonna see how well that works. I might be able to do some fun with this. Okay, so I'm still 2.5k points away from redeem, but I'm gonna float this out there. Do you already have plans for Halloween Tuesday? I don't. So if you want to recommend a Halloween style or something and wait until then, you absolutely can. And I hope that I stream enough to give you the time to get that many points. I have done. Or wait, is Halloween on an actual Tuesday too? Holy son of a gun! It is. Oh snap! I did one other Tuesday that was also on a Halloween, and it was of course it was like a spooky one. And it wasn't like a cute, fun monster mash. It was like more like ambient, like horror movie, creepy, creepy sounding thing. I swear I've done one on the. Hang on. It's called Find the Serum. It was creepy. Spooky music. So yeah, I did do one spooky song for Halloween once. But otherwise, yeah, any other, if you want to do something on that Halloween and you want to get a get a request in there, you can do that. I would do it, I guess, the stream before, unless you can come in right away at the beginning of Tunesday and do it too. Because if I'm already like an hour in and then you come in and redeem, then it's like, I don't know what you want me to do. I do it the next time then. Thinking a chip tune spooky variation on Happy Birthday in honor of my 4-year-old's birthday. Would that be cool though? Here's the thing though. I don't want to do like a variation of the Happy Birthday theme. Because I want to do. Is that even copyrighted anymore or not? I know that's why restaurants had to make up their own birthday songs for a long time. But like, I mean, I could make my own take on something like that. But also, spooky Happy Birthday is a little tricky. So I might. I don't know. I'll think about it, but I'm hesitant on the Happy Birthday thing of it. Because like spooky Happy Birthday would just be like the Happy Birthday theme in minor, but I don't want to do a Tuesday that's just the birthday theme, you know? I want them to still be able to like stand on their own, and not just like someone being like, why does this exist? Or like they would need the story behind it to to get it, you know? Okay. Wait a minute. I can't do that on everyone. I gotta do it on just this one. I guess if we're just copying that, we can copy this and then hang on, let's fix this one. The bass is throwing me off too. Hang on. Delete all that. Give me all that. And then on this one, we're going to transition back into this part, though. Oops. Or we'll just do this. Actually, can we just take this one? Or give me this part maybe? Give me that. Oops. Put it there. Okay, let's hear this from the beginning real quick. I want to call this one lead 2, but like I want it to seem like it's just a different voice on this one. So maybe we change the wave to 2. This lead will handle this part, right? 20K away. Hang on a minute. Let's just mute the bass for right now. Now I want to climb back up. I'm letting the melody lead right now. Okay, another idea. What if I gave you a non-copywritten melody that I wrote to weave into a spooky song? The idea F has as well. Yeah, if you want to write a melody and have that used in a song in a spooky one, yeah, I could absolutely do that. If it's something you wrote, yeah. I could do that. I could do that. Okay, what happens here? Hang on a minute. Don't like that. I think you have a lot of music writing talent in general, but I also think your chiptunes are among some of your best stuff. I appreciate that. I feel like Slam has his corner, but it's a wide array of music. The thing I like about chiptune a lot of times, well, outside of the fact that it's a computer playing it, but it does sort of allow me to use I don't want to say my theory skills at least, but it is all just theory then, because I don't have to worry about fancy like sound creation. Like that's what half of like anyone that makes dubstep is. You don't really worry about making nice melodies or chord progressions. You're just about making weird and interesting sounds. That's what you do when you make dubstep. It's like I guess like 80% sound design, and then 20% music composing. Whereas this is like 100% composing, because the sounds, you only have the limited amount. If you want to make it sound like chiptune, your bass is a triangle wave. I have only 4 pulse things to flip between. Other than that, all I can do and really control is just the chords and the sort of melody we make, but then the progressions we move between them, which is something you can arrange on any piano or orchestra or something like that. I feel like bands that write music with no computers then go into the studio and play it nearly the same as they do live. That's a whole other world to me, like mythical magic track with smoke and mirrors. I think if you I know certainly it helps a lot of times depending on the way you record, because I've done that as well, where I've gone into studios where I've only ever played the song like practice recording, and then like we just do like little practices. And if you're not like syncing it super hard to a click and you have this grand idea of all this extra stuff you want to add, if you're just like recording the way you do it, it can really help to just play it live so many times. Like I've done that for some songs where we're just like, okay, well we've played this live, at 50 times. We know how we play it and the way we want it to sort of sound and do it, and you can just like bang it out real quick then. So I don't know. I guess I've seen both ends, and now I pretty much do it all. I do it all step by step, digital one at a time, sync to a click. But I have recorded on like a tape. There's a guy. The last album that the Bang Bang did is called Bridges, and that one was all done on tape recording. Let me just pull it up. And so to do that, what we did first is guitar, bass, and drums all recorded at once in the same room. We were spread out so that way our mics wouldn't bleed through too much. And then we just played through. And it was like, there was no click or anything like that. So it was like, you gotta get it. Here we go, one take, ready? So we did 8 songs. So all of these were recorded like that on tape. And some of these we played more than others. So we had them a little bit better down, but man, like this one was hard, because this one's heavy, riff heavy. Okay, it's a little loud. Anyways, here's the link if you ever want to listen to that later. But that song was done all on tape, all like live. So we did, like I said, we did bass, drums, and guitar, like the rough or the foundation track. And then on a couple, I added another guitar part. Like I think that one during the chorus, there's another guitar that's doing something. And then I play piano on a couple things, and he even had an organ think we put that in one of the songs too. Maybe organ and in piano. So he had the ability to dub extra stuff, but since it was like an 8-track recorder, you only have 8 tracks to work with. So that's why we did the drums and the guitar and the bass. Well, we did them all together, but then we just had to, I forgot how we divided it on the tape exactly, but he got it so that we had like 4 dubbing tracks that we could work with. So we, did the vocals dubbed, and then whatever extra other stuff that, like the extra guitar or extra piano or organ sound or something like that. I've seen it done with an 8-track back in high school. Yeah, it was very cool, and the whole time I was watching, the producer, his name was Kyle. I think his name was Kyle. 99% sure his name was Kyle. Was watching him do it. All I could think is like, thank fucking God I have Ableton, and I don't work like this. I would hate this. This seems so tedious. I couldn't do this all the time. It's fun to like as a different take for how you record your album, but like if I did all my music like that, it would probably drive me nuts. I'm a digital boy. I've gone all digital at this point now, so hell, I get to the point where I don't even mic an amp. I do DI it directly in, and that's how I record my guitar and just fuck with it all digitally. Back in high school for me was pre-DAW days. I think back then even Pro Tools was new. Yeah. I never really, I was never recording music in those days, so I've always had a DAW. But I did go over to a guy's house once where he's like, "Oh, I'm working on an album. You want to come listen to it?" I was like, "Sure." And he had it was a mixer, but it all had the recording functionality built into it. And then it was like recording it to a tape or something like that. Or I don't know exactly how I was doing it. No, it was still digital in a way, but it was all on the mixer. And I was like, how are you working like this? And he's like, "Oh, it works for me." Damn, man, you're recording a digital mixer with recording. I feel like you use that for recording like a live show, but bro, it's trying to record his whole album that way. And maybe that was like 8 years ago now. So, but still, there were plenty of DAWs at that time, this ain't no new concept. I need a little more space for this part, because I think this could be doubled here. Give me this actually. Copy this, paste it here, consolidate this, and loop it. And then also give me this, put it here. What am I doing on this one? Hang on. E, G. I think the sound you chose for the highs is too similar to the lows in the beat. It'll work though. My opinion could be told too bad. Yeah. I was thinking similarly too. Well, so this is... I don't know if I should just switch it back to this voice, right? Because this one's obviously different. But I was trying to give it a different voice on this one. So I don't know if I want to... Didn't hear that other one? Yeah. I was going to do it where like it goes to a new voice, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe we should just keep it all in the same voice. Yeah, move it back to the same voice here. Because I originally started on this one, and then I tried to do a second voice. I love how you feel that on the fly. I try to draw notes like that, and they never sound as good as yours. It's just like, I don't know, I just hear the melody already in my head a little bit. So it's about finding the note. And it helps, too, to just stay on the key, and you genuinely know. I had to take, in school, it was called oral training. It's spelled A-U-R-A-L. I think that's how it's spelled. Yeah. Because it's relating to the ear and the sense of hearing. And so what oral training was they would do this. This was my class. This was my test, actually. I would walk in, and he would turn to the piano, and he would go, "What was that interval?" And you had to be like, that was a fifth. Okay. What about this? And on piano. And that would be it. That would be the whole test. And you'd have to know your intervals. Or you could be like, can I hear that one again? And then he'd go, okay. Or no, you can't. Well, the guy was nice. He usually let you hear it again. But yeah, I had to do that. And so you make up little tricks when you have to do that. Like songs, you know what I mean? Like a fifth is always, or I think it was the fifth was the Star Wars. Right? So you just think of that, and you're like, da, 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 da. Oh yeah, it's a fifth. So it's all about that thing. I think the fourth was the wedding march. Right? So that's a fourth. That's how you'd memorize that. And it's all about just finding songs and little things that match that interval so you always can know it. That's the trick. If you want to know it, but if you ever find yourself needing to learn that, like I say, I don't think it's useful, but that's probably what's helping me be able to click these notes in a lot quicker, is I can sort of understand what the intervals are going to sound like a little bit more, because I literally had to do that. I've been working with my coworkers, so I've been in and out. I hope you can ever find it in your heart to forgive you. I'm going to think about that, Hef. But I don't know. You're right. I never had a reason to not forgive you until now. So I'll think about it. I'm not letting you off easy. My reindeer flies sideways. Mine's better than yours. The graduation song. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're talking about in that. Back up, maybe? We're looping this bad boy, aren't we? I think I need to go back down on this, actually. Hang on a minute. What's happening here? I think this is fucking with me. We're falling back down to an E, aren't we? Wait, where are we? I'm so confused. Hang on. Oh, I'm on the tail end of it. Hang on, wait. Go back here. I'm messing with the wrong one. Hang on. Come back over here. I thought the E should work. I was like, aren't we going to an E? I was messing with my... no. And now here we can go kind of nuts. Well, limited nuts, because it's a pretty chill song, right? You don't want to go too overboard. Yeah. I want to hear the full lead into it right now. Why did that sound late? Weird. I'm crazy. Wait, are we moved up into... Oh, we're at F sharp, not E. Wait. I'm getting lost. Hang on. I just do a pause there, maybe? Yeah. Oh. Okay, how's this whole thing sound now? Wait, hang on. Can I? Okay, this might be interesting. So this is the melody, right? It goes. Can we go? I'm gonna say backwards because it's not really. How does this sound? Wait, hang on. Put, let's delete that. This is getting too messy over here. Put this over here and this over here. I want to copy this, put it here. Copy this, put it here. Okay, hang on. Let's just get this structure real quick. Put that there. Then we're gonna take this whole part. Actually, give me all of this. Copy it again. paste it here, and then cut out this and this. Okay, this is tentatively the song structure I'm going to go for. I'm actually going to stand up, take a stretch break in a second, because I've been going for almost 2 hours now. Almost. But ideally, I think this is going to be the structure we're going for, right? And it looks a little hard to analyze, I guess, since it is very copy and paste. But I think the giveaway, at least for now, is the lead. So we can see we got like our slow build up and intro and a little bit of a lead here. Then we've got our B section here where the lead kind of is just going to solo more and just have its fun. Then we're going to come back to our main part, which will be the same melody, but we'll add a little variation because we're doubling it this time, right? So like this first half will stay pretty much the same, except we already have variation in that we're falling down like that instead of doing this. But we do that again later. And then, oh yeah, hang on. Actually, I'm going to copy paste this. Because I think when we bring it back in here, this should, again, do the same. But here's where we can add. I'll just do it right now, actually. It's the same as that, so I might want to do something different. Yeah. Ooh, let's do a third one then. Okay, I'll stretch in a minute. I'm getting inspired by this. Wait, hang on. Actually, let's keep this rhythm going. Like this. Actually, maybe we can do the same thing. I always love a melody that stays the same with a chord changing around it. I said I was going to take a break, but... kind of like that. Actually, okay, so this one we go down we go down 4 and then we jump down every 2. So this one maybe I'd try a little different. We just even do a triplet one down. Copy this, put it here. I don't know how this will end. What if this was just a D? Tentatively, we'll just leave it like that. I'm going to go stretch my legs a little bit, get something to drink. I will be right back, but we technically are done just about with the melody. I might mix up this. I might mix up this a little bit near the end. And we still need more work because I want to do more in the middle here to add some variety. And then I do feel like we need like a pad that comes in that kind of helps signify like this part being, I guess, more of the chorus. So, because especially like all the way leading up here, we got plenty of sound that comes in. It's new, it's fun, it's fresh. We're feeling good. I'm trying to decide if it needs to come in here, but it would definitely need to come in right here. It might be like the pad comes in here and then it carries throughout. And then here we also bring in, I guess what I say all the time is just a shimmer. but it would just be the chords right at the beginning, just played out and with an echo to just kind of go, just to fill the space because it's a little bit empty with how staccato-y the chord progression is. So that is the plan. I will be right back. Dog check. He loves to sit on my lap. Sometimes he gets in the way though, so I have to kick him off. But the second I sit down, he always immediately tries to jump in my lap, so if I don't stop him, he's in. Very fitting dog for a shaggy guy like you. Honestly, I thought the same thing. I thought, like, you know that cliche where people say, like, they look like their dogs or something? I saw just how shaggy he was, how his hair just, like, hangs in front of his eyes. And I immediately was like, we have the same hair. I thought the same exact thing, Hef. So I was like, it's destiny. It's perfect. You know, he's just going to lay his head down now. Oh, hi, buddy. He is a total sweetheart though, and you know, like I say, he always jumps into my lap. He wants to snuggle all the time. Yeah. You need a bath soon, I think. Kind of stinky. Anyway, there's the dog update. I guess he's gonna join on my lap for the last of this. Yeah, you can probably chill on my lap. I don't have any other instruments on my lap, so you're good. I'll just get one of those chest doggy swaddle things, and you can just lay in the hammock across your chest. That would be hilarious. I don't know how much you'd like it. I don't know how comfortable that would be. I know, like, dachshunds, you're not supposed to hold them on their back. That's what he is. And like they are a baby. He's now he's nipping at my hands. Yeah, that's gonna make doing music work hard if you do that. It's like bad for his back to like hold them like that. They need to be held like just like the way they normally would stand or something like that. So like, but they say that, but like when he's like sitting on my couch and stuff, he'll like flop upside down in these weird ways that like, I don't know, I think he's just a goof. So maybe he'd still enjoy it, but the shelter was like, yeah, you don't hold him like that, just because it's bad for his back, and he'll probably fight you if you try to not fight me, if you do that, because he's gonna feel like it feels too awkward or something. So I haven't really tried. Hey, careful, don't hit any buttons. He wants to rest his head on the desk. There we go. There. Okay. All right. Let's add some more stuff here. We still needed that. Oh wait, I can go to a smaller camera now. He's just gonna be chilling quietly off camera. Oh my god. Let's see. We need that pad that I was talking about. Let's get that. What do I want to make it out of? I could do another pulse, but like one we haven't done, or I do have this. This is like not sticking super strict to the chiptune thing, but I was gonna look at some of like my Genesis packs, because those just have some more interesting sort of chiptuney sounds. Or before I do that, real quick, let me go to packs. Retro computer sound pack. Don't they have one of like pads? Yeah, here we go. Synth pads. Well, not a lot, but we'll see. Oops. Just give me one. Okay. Well, now I need to play the keyboard, but he's laying on my hand. Don't get too comfy, buddy. Okay. So I gotta play the keys. What are we in? We're in like G, aren't we? I want to do like a single note more. This isn't the right pad for that. These are all a little too intense. Like, this isn't gonna sound very chiptuney anymore, is it? Let's try this. Rather than that, I want to get coin up, poly pulse, and let's see. We're using 3 and we're using 4, so I've either got 1 or 2 to work with. Let's put cut there. Head gets all the reverb. Actually, should get its own reverb too. But let's turn that down a little bit. Let's start on 2, turn it down a little bit. Okay, and then also I need to make it the attack slower. I could do some like arpeggio stuff, maybe. I feel like it just needs more, maybe a delay. This is why you can't be on my lap, Charlie. You're such a distraction. Just want to pet him. Okay, let's try this. Let's go back to here. Take this off. Lower this back down to 0. Sorry, my dog's just too fucking cute right now. I didn't really sync this up. So I gotta manually find it. He's laying on the keyboard. I'm gonna need to kick you off, Charlie. You're bugging me. You're not making this any easier. Hey, are you laying on a key? Why is it lagging now? Stop. Yeah, lay your head right there. There you go. This isn't working the way I thought it would. Hang on. Just delete the whole thing real quick. Yo, Ableton, what is going on here? I'm going to save you because you're freaking out now. There's not even that much on here. Why is it lagging so much? Is something booting in the background I don't know about? Stop it. I blame you, Charlie. You did something. Actually, okay, make this longer so I can get these spaced out a little bit better. Okay, that might be too spaced out. Do half that? No. It's still not right. Hang on a minute. Maybe like this. Because half is too fast. Maybe we go like this. save. Well, Charlie, he hit the 0 key, which turned this track off. Stop, buddy. We need that track. He's making executive decisions now. No, Charlie. You don't just get to come up in here and on your first Tunesday appearance start telling me what to do, buddy. I've been doing this for years. Okay. So Shimmer could come in here. Why does that one just feel off? I'm crazy. It sounds fine now. Turn it a little bit down. So then it goes to a D. Does it go back up to the G? Then back to the F again? So this is all I need to do for the Shimmer, I think? That's good. I think Shimmer's already done. We still need the pad. Maybe we can mix up the drums a bit too, because they are exactly the same right now. Not gonna lie, feeling pretty ripped off right now, Slam. I thought this was deathcore chiptune. It was chiptune core was the request, not deathcore chiptune. This is chipcore or chiptune core. It is now. The riff's so similar, I don't even know if I would want to change the drums or not. I'm fine with them. Deathcore chiptune redeem? I think I could actually do something cool with that a little bit. I mean, you don't expect me to do any screaming. Like scream singing, pig squeal screaming. There's splice packs for that. There is one that I always hear all the time of because you just hear the isolated vocals of the guy doing it, so he's just going and when I'm flipping through and listening to like beautiful singers in between, he's always a nice little wake up. might be enough of a variety in the drums. I think I'm overthinking things again. This has to be super, super different all the way. It really doesn't need to. But I could do some sort of like outro here a little bit. Or like here. Let's say we do one more here. Kind of a different ending then. I still need the pad, but I do like that ending a little bit more. It adds some variety by having the drums drop out a little bit, and we get sort of a little solo part with the melody and the chords at the end. I could bring in like a filter too if I really wanted. Something like wrong timing. I kind of like that. I'm going to do it on the tracks individually rather than the master. I'm just being lazy right now. There, I think that's good. Let's copy this. We're going to put it on this. And let's see if I can get lazy enough where we just do this. Auto filter. And we just click the device on right here. Maybe that'll work. Really cool if it just sounds fine. I think that'll sound fine. Yeah, here, let's put it on here as well. Yeah, so we don't have it on the shimmer or the last kick and hat. Just gonna ends like that. That's nice. Still need that pad. I keep saying. I'm not having much luck with using the poly, or just using the pulses, I should say. So we might, just for the pad, go try a little off course. I have a lot of good pads in Synth 1, and Synth 1 does use some very simple waveforms a lot of times. No sample submitting or uploading or anything like that. So once it eventually loads, I'm going to try some of the pads that I've already got. I do have one called 8-bit, but this isn't really a pad, I believe. Also, let me turn it down. It's probably way too loud. Yeah. Pew, pew. This might be exactly what I want. Okay, yeah, this is good. Let's just get a better... What's wrong? I'll fix it though. Just snapshot that actually. Fill some of this space. Do I try to, Yeah, it sounds better, it sounds better. I feel you might need to go down a little bit more. I'm just enjoying it a lot. Wait, hang on. This is where the chords change, right? Yeah. So this last one needs to be, needs to be different. We go down to, I think, that. Go back to here. Go to the E each time, so I actually want to replace this one as well. That might have been just what we needed. It sounds much better with that pad now. I can do a little bit better on this ending melody. Hang on. That might be better. Save that. Let's go back here. I like that. I think that's good. Yeah, and that's a wrap. That might be a wrap, actually. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think what else needs to be done. Damn. 2 hours, 42 minutes. That's a fast one. I mean, it is chiptune, so it goes a little quicker. A lot less voices, but but yeah, I can't think of anything else I need. We got that pad finally. It took me forever to find the right one. We got the little bit of shimmer that comes in part way. We got a little variety here where it drops. Of course, tons of variety in the melody, doing all kinds of stuff. Not doing a dramatic range, but I feel like that's good because if we go too high in the chip, it's gonna just like literally pierce your ears and fuck you up. And we can't go too low because then it'll start getting in the way of the chords. So it's got its own little range and it does well there. It excels. Whoops. I think that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Lots of folks stop by. Chiptune's a popular one. It's like piano, where I feel like I always gotta put one on each album, each Tunesday volume. You know, each Tunesday volume will have multiple lo-fi ones, multiple rock ones, but there's always gotta have one piano and one chiptune. Just keep slowly adding to my specific genres in that way. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Expect perhaps a random stream this week. I have a lot of free time coming up, but I have to use it to work on this new album I'm working on. I told you about it. I got a lot of work done yesterday, though, so if I continue at the same efficiency rate within the next few days, then I will pop in a secret little stream maybe on Friday. Where maybe I'll even show you some of the stuff I'm working on. Depends on how much I get done, how efficient I am, and how it's all sounding. But I'll, of course, announce in Discord if you got to know. But I will catch you all next time then. And I'll, of course, be live next week for another Tunesday. See you later.